Let's see what we got. There we go. Are we live? Let me check this mic. There we go. Is my coffee hot? All right. What's going on YouTube? What's going on, my people? Yeah, you read the title, right? It's not insulting. It's not nothing derogatory. It's just the truth. Now, that title is not to single anybody out because of anything that they remotely think or feel like is wrong with them, but I had to get y'all attention. And these are the things that we are saying to one another. We are actually saying, man, I ain't gonna mad at that, man. That girl too big. That's a big girl. That girl this, that girl that. Then totally forget why they need a helpmate. You got women out here right now swearing on a grown man's wallet. Talking about what he ain't got now. We are going to dive into a few of those things and talk about them. I might procrastinate a little bit and let a couple of y'all come in here because I really don't feel like talking to myself tonight. But being as it be, and being that I have been consistently married for 40 years, 6 kids, 5 living, there is no better person to discuss these things with y'all tonight. And this is y'all opportunity. I have no secret. I am here to tell y'all tonight. I'm here to tell that young man. Marry that big girl, man. Marry that big bad girl, bro. You know why? Because she may not be the perfect wife for another man. But if you play yourself right, she just may be the perfect doggone wife for you. You see what I'm saying? For you. But now you worried about your homeboys and what your sisters and your cousins them gonna say. Bro, can you wrap that up? I'm live. That was one plate you was eating out of, bro. I was eating. Okay, but I'm live. Can you get a break a minute? I can't do this over. I can't edit it. This is live. I'll wash it out when you get through if you left it in the sink. I'll take care of it. Sorry about that, y'all. That's my big bro. He eating his supper late. He be chilling like a villain. I can't make it without him. I love the Negro. Back to us now. Now, young lady, I'm going to tell you something. You've been judging that man according to your sister's boyfriend or husband, your best friend's boyfriend or cousin. But I'm going to tell you a little naughty head ass something tonight. You better marry that bro, man. If that man love you enough to marry you, and you know you ain't worthy of no husband, I don't know why you basing it on bucks. I don't. See, y'all have allowed, not y'all self personally, but y'all have allowed society to place a value on y'all that's overpriced. We got guys running around here talking about what a woman brings to the table. And in all honesty, that's one of the dumbest ass terms that I've ever heard. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. She ain't supposed to bring nothing to the table but herself, and you determine whether or not you want to be over her. I hate to burst y'all Kevin Samuel's bubble. But she ain't supposed to bring nothing but herself. Because that's what you are buying. Her. You're not buying her career. You're not buying her education. And you damn sure ain't buying her student loan. It's her. It's him. Now, I might add y'all that, you know what? 40 years ago, I got married and I didn't have 2 nickels to rub together. I was young. I hadn't even begun this journey called a man, no less a father, no less a husband. But I was broke, y'all. 40 years later, I look down the road and every damn thing that that woman asked and required of me, I did because of her and these children. I bought the homes, I bought the cars, I sent the kids to college. I did every damn thing that any other man that she would have chose to marry with money would have gave her. I ain't had nothing when I got with her. Nothing. She'd have missed her blessing if she'd have turned me down. Yeah, I watched it for you, Joe. She'd have missed her blessing. See, y'all missing y'all blessing listening to your mama, and your mama ain't even got a man and ain't never had a man 5 years in a row that you can remember. You 32 years old and you don't remember your own mama having a man for 5 years out of her whole damn life. And she's 60 now. You can't make this up. These are the people that's giving y'all advice on relationships and marriage. Y'all don't want to listen to me. See, y'all want to listen to a man been divorced 3 times that's rich. That's what's going on with y'all. See, y'all want everything now. Y'all don't think y'all supposed to work or fight for nothing in a relationship, in a marriage, for a family, or nothing. Y'all got around here with all this hair in y'all head with no damn sense. I'm going to tell you again, my guy. You better marry that big girl. You know who I'm talking to. You know. Better marry. Yeah, she got a big bag. And she also know every new flavor ice cream that's coming out between now and 2050. Yeah, she got the secret recipe to Colonel Sanders' extra spicy chicken. Yeah, she got it hid out. But that's okay. The more she love you, the less she gonna eat. Whom the bell tolls. No, that ain't no sound effect. That's my clock. That's how we roll. You know, when I look back over the years of marriage and relationships and raising kids. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. It's been a hard road, man. And it ain't had nothing other than it's just hard being a black man with a black family trying to keep it all together. The only reason why I'm doing this now is to let y'all know. Y'all gotta find a partner now. Ladies, y'all need a husband. Ain't no Prince Charming for y'all ass. I'm gonna tell y'all again, ladies, y'all need a husband. You big backs, you skinny backs, you fine backs, you sexy backs, whatever it is, y'all need a husband. Guys, y'all need a wife. No, she ain't gonna be perfect, but she gonna be so pleasing. She gonna be pleasing not just to your eyes, but she gonna be pleasing to your spirit, and she gonna be pleasing to your heart. Why you don't want that? Y'all come in and tell OG why y'all don't want that out of woman. What are y'all actually saying? As long as she fine, it's a go. As long as he got money, he can do what he want to do. See, y'all got to realize, y'all sounding dumb as hell out here. Talking about relationships, marriage, raising kids. And y'all are really out here talking some damn foolishness. Yeah, I got a guy right now. I'm on him right now. That's what I'm talking about. And I told him the same thing. Man, you better marry that big girl. That big girl good to that man. That girl love that man. That girl brought that man value up. That girl love that man. Bro, you better marry that big girl. Yeah, she might be a size 26, 28, but that's all right, bro. That's all right. That's your wife. That's your helpmate. What about it? If you go to the beach, everything on the beach ain't fine. Ladies, your best friend been lying to you for years about what this man is doing for her. He ain't doing shit for her. All she doing is convincing you to hinder your blessings. That's it. Just hinder your blessings. Just if he ain't making 100,000, he can't do no way. That's why you ain't married. How is that working? For real, ladies, how is that working? Y'all let me know in the comments for any of y'all that see. With all these old straight jacked up ass criteria for a man in your life. Some of y'all had the audacity to think that y'all can bring other men kids to the date. You can't do that, ladies. That's not how you bring children into a good man's life. You don't just throw them in there like you can't do that. I don't know where y'all got that from. Stop that. Stop that. I'm telling y'all now, stop that. Don't let me go on social media now another time and see one of you helpers talking about, why did he leave? I only brought my 17 kids for him to pay for dinner. Come on, man. Come on. And she had the audacity to say, why didn't nobody tell her, or he didn't say she couldn't bring her kids on the date? Come on, grown ass woman. The man is looking for a helpmate. He ain't looking for children. Stop bringing y'all children into y'all relationships too soon. If this man is looking at you, he's looking for a helpmate, hopefully. He's not looking to be your kid's dad at that point. Y'all won't even let him get this B on his own. Y'all already got him at Z. This man want to take a little bit of time out of his schedule to get to know you. He didn't try and meet you at the no-tell motel, a Tommy Gun hotel, 1 hour hotel up there on the highway off Elvis Presley Boulevard. That ain't where he tried to meet you. He actually genuinely tried to take you out on a date. And your ass showed up with all your children. And he left your ass there with all them hungry children. And I don't blame him. I did it too. Because you should have knew better. Y'all need some help out here. I've been watching things today, and honestly, I really feel bad for my struggling couples. I really feel bad for the working mothers. Because the law goes in effect about daycare real soon. Women are already getting the paperwork in the mail saying that they're not getting help paying for it anymore. And these women need their jobs. And Trump and his administration is not going to change their policy. See, this is why y'all need y'all husband. Now, I'm not going to say that the couples that are getting assisted with daycare are not going to have a hard time. But being that I've had a helpmate raising 5 children, as well as my daughter, you cannot underestimate the value of help in your life. Y'all have got to stop throwing away your blessings. Ain't no other way to put it. When you actually have a woman that makes a man ineligible to even date her, no less court and marry her because of the type of job he has, is insane. But it's being done, and it's insane. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's pure madness. I have guys, because of what their family or friends or homeboys think, let a good, God-fearing, hard-working, chubby, no-neck woman go. Because he was worried about what people would think his wife's supposed to look like. Not his helpmate. He's a fool. I'd rather marry a good woman with no neck than a fine one with a giraffe neck. I'm just saying, that's just me. But I see it happening. I've also seen women be with men for years that wanted to marry him, and for whatever unknown, unbeknownst reason to the man, she left the whole relationship for nothing. Because he always told her she had that good. He always told her she was worth something. He always told her she's loving. But she didn't think that was just coming from him. She thought all men felt like that. And all men don't love y'all. All men, see, that's the thing. If just because it's good to me, ladies, don't mean it's going to be good to the next man. Y'all, that's y'all. Whatever you giving or doing to him, trust me, it ain't no different than nothing no other woman got. I know I'm killing time. Y'all at least come up here. Y'all don't forget to hit that like button, whoever come and see me. I ain't got nothing else to do. Y'all know wifey don't get out till 11:45. I done cooked supper, I done did everything. I'm just chilling by myself. Ain't nobody here but me and my oldest brother. Y'all pull up on OG and say, hey, what's up? Y'all look at everything that's going on now, y'all. Y'all tell me what you think. Am I wrong? Am I wrong in telling him, bruh, marry that big girl, don't worry about them people? Don't worry about that dude not having what you think he's supposed to have, because that's what your sister man say he got. You actually ashamed. Hey, what's up? Who we got in there? Hey, what's up, Marvin? How you doing tonight? Just chilling tonight, drinking me a little coffee, waiting on the wifey to get off work. That's about it. Telling y'all, if y'all don't have one, to get one that suits y'all and y'all needs. Don't get one that suits the world needs. Get you a helpmate that suits your needs. See, I'm going to tell y'all, anybody younger than themselves that have not been in a marriage as of today, I tell people all the time not to boast, but I am a a menopause survivor. I survived pre-menopause and menopause. And I'm still standing with all my common sense. Thank the Lord. The stories I could tell y'all. What you want to talk about, Marvin? We ain't got to just talk about mine. But right now, Marvin, what I'm talking about, if you're not married, I'm telling you tonight, Marvin, if that big girl gonna be good to you and good for you in your future, Marvin, marry that big girl, Marvin. Marvin, you need your helpmate out here. I know life is good, but we getting older. And playtime is over. Black men ain't got no business being out there playing in these streets for 10, 15, 20 years. All they end up with after deal is baby mamas. I'm telling you and I'm telling everybody in here tonight that if you've been with that man or that woman for over 2 years and ain't even a date been set, y'all need to move on. Y'all wasting y'all time. Cause why, Marvin? Cause you need your help, man. You don't need no girlfriend. A girlfriend ain't gonna do nothing but turn into a baby mama. You don't need no damn long-term girlfriend. What is wrong with y'all? Why in the hell would you want to be with a woman long enough to put 2, 3 kids in her just for her to feel herself and leave you and put you on child support? Yeah, you in love today, but child support coming if that ain't your wife. A girlfriend has absolutely no reason to work out a custody agreement or anything else with a boyfriend. Because that's what she gonna tell you don't owe her nothing. Hey, what's up, Status? I was hoping you come through, man. I hope everything has been grand with you today, my friend. Look like I might have to get in these Nashville streets in a little while. I got a suitcase of Jordans around here. I need to go get rid of them. I know that. I think I could do a whole video on them. I think that I've been had those about 6 months. I don't even think I got to buy sneakers for this trip. I think I got them in stock. I think I got everything but some ones. And I think I need a couple of pair of 13s to take with me. We have got to get to the point, people. On the real, and I want y'all to hear me well. And I tell y'all this, and yeah, I pat myself on the back, and I knock on wood. I do not regret not one day out of 40 years with one woman. It's on y'all to ask the questions. Now, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. We've been through everything in those. And I'm retired now. 6 kids, 5 living. And it's been a lot of hardships because we were a young family. And I was day one. And I had to bust my ass to take care of that woman and all them children. And that's okay. I still don't have no regret. But it's on y'all to ask me why I don't. See, this is y'all opportunity to talk to somebody that's been in the midst of this madness that y'all call marriage. And he's just trying to tell y'all it's not madness like society is telling y'all. There's peace at the end of the day. When you enter a room or into a home or a condo or apartment and everything in there is yours, including the woman. Ladies, that man don't have no whole lot of extra money, but what he got, he makes sure you damn well taken care of. He makes sure all your needs are provided. But you know what? You can't take that man seriously in your heart because that man can't buy you a damn purse. That's messed up, lady. You won't marry that man because that man can't afford to buy you a purse. But now every time your damn car break down, here he come. Every time you shop too much, you can't pay your rent, here he come. He always sliding in, super saving you. But because your friends don't appreciate the fact that you can't go to South Beach with them because y'all can't afford it, your man ain't worth marrying. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. She's sitting there right now mad at that man because that man told her, we can't afford for you to be going to no damn spring break with no young college kids at no 30 years old with no other 30-year-old run-out ass women, and we got bills. Because your friends are willing to fuck their rent off and go to Miami, that means your man is a deadbeat. And don't sit here and tell me I'm lying on you. That's what y'all do. Y'all make me sick. And now here it is, Trump done cut off daycare assistance, Medicaid, attacking Section 8 and low-income housing. And y'all sitting y'all ass up in there, manless with 3+ kids and can't afford to rent out a daycare. You ain't want no husband. You wanted somebody gonna send you to South Beach. Some of y'all headed on Florida or to a cruise right now and know you ain't got no daycare. Your daycare been cut off. But you ain't gonna cancel the trip. Status Boom, no, I ain't lying. She done got the letter in the mail, man. She done got the letter in the mail. Said that the state is not paying for daycare anymore. She got all that bad news out the mail. Now, true enough, she had to lose 20% of her reservation. But wouldn't it make sound financial sense that if she got to start struggling to pay for daycare, that she would have canceled that trip to Miami? And I'm going to tell you hard-headed ass help for something else while we here. You don't want to know tonight, Status Boom. Somebody delivered a little gorilla to me. I hurt my neck yesterday. I had to put in an order, man. I got a cervical disc disorder, and we was wrapping up the renovations. And I moved some stuff that I shouldn't have. My sons gave me hell, but I hurt myself. Ran my blood pressure up in the whole 9, so I didn't want to be on the heavy painkiller, so I had to get me some cannabis in. Yeah, I'm a therapeutic smoker, y'all. I ain't ashamed of nothing I do at my age. I'm OG for a reason. But if I took all those pills that they prescribed to me every day, I'd be asleep all day, every day. I would never get nothing done, y'all. And I got a whole family to support and take care of. I cook, I clean. When I'm here, when I'm in Huntsville, I do the same thing. So I can't be asleep all the time on these pills and this medication. No excuse, just giving y'all the explanation. Everything I do is with purpose and with reason. All the time. Yeah, you know I got the paperwork. I went ahead and got that prescription, but I didn't want it because I really couldn't afford that prescription. They talk about therapeutic stuff, but it's higher than the street, but that's another story. Right now, dealing with the street is just not an option for me. It's got to be medically. But anyway, but you are correct. Most definitely be careful. And I ask the ones that's in here tonight that's unmarried, that actually want to be married. And I ask you tonight in this microphone, and I'm going to pull it up because I want y'all to answer me in your head. You ain't got to answer it in the comment. I want you guys that's in here tonight, ask yourself. I would appreciate it if you would answer me. Do you actually know what your helpmate is supposed to look like? Now, I'm going to give you a moment to ponder that thought before I come back and speak on it. But I'm going to ask you again. When it comes to the spiritual and biblical need of a man, what is your expectation of how your wife is supposed to look? Because, see, I want y'all married. I am so tired of baby daddies. Because, see, as soon as you become a baby daddy, you are less than a citizen. Right off the bat, she's given the right to take your driver's license. She's given a right to give you bad credit. She's given a right to have you locked up. That's all you get out of being a baby daddy. I'm still waiting. What does your helpmate look like to you? You know, are you pulling a vivid picture of how a woman looks off of Instagram, TikTok, or some of those other platforms? What does she look like? Because, see, in a moment, I'm going to tell you to look away at something else. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you now. I want you to realistically look at the picture of how the wife that you need as a helpmate looks like. Remember what I said now, what you need in a helpmate. What do you need in a helpmate? What does that picture look like to you? Is that Aldo Marvin? Because you know I've been married for 40 years, so I'm telling you, it's going to take more than beauty, because that's going to be one of the first things to go, Marvin. Now, we're talking about a wife now, Marvin. We're not talking about a girlfriend. I can be honest with y'all and tell y'all that when I met my wife, she had more curves than the LA freeway. She had the look, she had the hair, she had all those things in her youth. I'm only 3 years older than her. Ask me, Marvin, when did she start losing that look? Or, Marvin, do you think yours gonna lose that look? Because I can be honest and tell you, she's not gonna maintain that youthful, vibrant, sexy look. So what's gonna be left, Marvin? What's gonna be left is what I'm asking you tonight. That's all. After the beauty, because I'm telling you now, it's gonna go. Let me tell y'all a quick story about it. Maybe this will help y'all. There was a man once, very successful man. He was so successful, his family went on family vacations every year, sometimes twice a year. They owned their own home, commercial properties. All the driving kids had cars. The mom had her own new car, and she was a housewife. And he kept this up for many a season. This good man, this good husband, this good black father, he kept up that pace for 35, 38 years straight, providing a great home life and investing everything in his family. Something happened though, y'all, that altered and changed his life forever. He lost his health. He went from bringing home $13.50 a week after insurance and taxes to not even getting that a month in Social Security. Now, mind you, when this man lost his health, he had bills and responsibilities, and he even had an underage child. Financial devastation was upon him. Financial ruin occurred. Marvin, the only thing saved him and kept him afloat was his helpmate. Now that's possible, Marvin. You can find that. But you got to make sure that it's a woman that knows her position in a relationship. That's going to be the hard part. See, y'all got to stop being simps. No woman commands a man. She must know her position as a woman and a helpmate. See, that's why y'all don't need no girlfriend. A girlfriend doesn't know her position in a man's life. A girlfriend thinks that she's her man's equal. And not one day out of 40 years have my wife woke up and said she's prepared to die for me and those children. But every day my children were small. Every day that she was at home vulnerable, just being a housewife, I knew for a fact I was prepared every day to lay down my life for those other lives that I was in charge of. My helpmate didn't have to make that decision every day. Every day of my life that I had all those responsibilities, I had to be prepared to die for them on any day. And for a lot of those days, y'all, my family and I stayed in the hood. I am a product of the west side of Chicago by way of South Memphis. Those were not great neighborhoods. And my family was young, and I had to protect them. What does your helpmate look like? That's the question tonight. Because y'all are being overrun with adjectives. You know, BBLs, ASS, big TITSs. Y'all are inundated with the description of a woman that ain't gonna do a damn thing to help you, but get you in trouble. The finer she is, the more you gonna wanna hit. All you gonna end up with her is being a baby daddy. Marvin, you better marry that big girl. Because when you marry her, she got plans on fighting for you every day of her life that she's with you. She may not look like the rest of them, Marvin, but she's going to love you better than all of them. Marvin, you better marry that big girl. Big girl, you better get your big Burger King ass up and go call Marvin and tell Marvin you sorry, you love him. And get that man. I know that man broke right now. But why you trying to get to Miami and can't fit a bikini, I don't know. Leave Marvin alone. Ooh, you in your prime. You be careful, Marvin. I got a baby at 43. No, 45. Keep it in the saddle, Marvin. 40s, early 40s is a dangerous time for a man. Trust me, I know. I know it. I know it. But it might come a point in time where, you know what, Marvin, you might want that in your life, you know? And it's like you wrote earlier, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And we cannot blame ourselves for who we love. And that's why I'm telling y'all tonight, don't blame yourselves for who's loving y'all as well. If you meet a woman that truly loves and adores you for who and what you are, I am just telling any man younger than myself, don't overlook that and act like it's unimportant. Because there's nothing wrong with a good man having a good woman. But for some reason, we've been taught in these last 2 generations that it's a look. And I'm just telling big girl, what you need out of that man is not monetary. You can buy your own sandwiches. You don't need that man for that. You been eating good. Look at you. How much you need a man with money? You ain't gonna miss no meal, whether that man broke or rich. And I'm not gonna lie to you, big girl. Men with means and money don't like plus size women too fast. It is a few of us that do. It's some of us that no matter what, 5'9", 220, 230, that's love to me. What y'all talking about? Hey, feel lick up. I ain't lying, 5'9", anywhere between 220 and 250. But then I'm a little man. It take a whole lot of love for me anyway. And I've always been that one because my mama raised me like that. She told me, don't be so caught up in what a woman say. Watch what she do. And when a woman loving on what, I know the difference between a woman loving on me and a woman loving what I got. There's a difference. And I ask you again tonight, is she loving on you or is she loving on what you get? No. That ain't selling if you choose her. I asked you, Marvin, I asked you, what type of woman do you see? Not me. You got to make that choice, my friend. All I'm telling you is that, you know what? She may not look like you see her now. We as men have to remember that we get with women at their best, but they got to get old and they're not going to stay their best. That's all I'm saying. So get what you need. If you got to realize, Marvin, and you know this for yourself, there are men that's choosing women solely on how their shapes and bodies are. That's it. If she ain't got that Coca-Cola bottle shape, the woman can't tell him nothing. We got men out there like that, and I don't judge them on that. Listen, if everything you lay with got to be a dime, I'm gonna respect your choice. But I want other men, especially younger men, to know that she don't have to be no dime to make you happy. She doesn't have to be a dime to be your helpmate and to look after you and to love you and to take care of you the way you deserve to be taken care of. That's my point. No, we don't settle. But we got to make better choices. Now, I got a friend in Houston right now. Great job in aeronautics. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. He loved the stripper type. And he got 2 kids now with 2 stripper type females. And he acting like he want a third. And he got this little cutie pie that he worked with, right? Last time I was down there, I met her at the party. You know, she got, I ain't gonna lie, you know, round with big tits, that's my forte, so they gonna always look good to me when they built like that. But anyway, she was low to the ground, round, nice rack on her, pretty girl. She was nice size. She crazy about him. She helped him when that girl cut all his ties. She went and got him. Paid to help him get some stuff done. She was there for him. And he tells me he ain't never hit it, but you know, she do a little bit too much for that. But anyway, I asked him, I said, bro, why you don't get with that girl? He said, OG, she good to me. He said, man, I just don't like no big girl. I'm like, come on, man. Come on, man. Now, you too old to be thinking like that. And he told me just like Marvin did. He said, OG, I ain't gonna settle. I said, man, I didn't say settle. I said, how is that settling if you done found a woman that's willing to do and give you everything you need? How the hell is that settling? This woman loving your dirty drawers, bro. She the type of chick to get that dude threesomes. I ain't lying. She young. She just that young and that green. She'll give my partner threesome. She just that young and that green. She love that cat just that much. And he don't want them. And I told him I'm gonna do a live about him and tell him to mad that big girl. I told him, I said, I'm gonna do a live about you, tell you, without calling your name, you better mad that big girl. That girl gonna work hard, help you keep your credit together. Help you keep your life strong. And give you a bunch of little old funny looking children, bro. Better get that girl. I told y'all. Y'all are determining y'all relationships off of social media, and I hate it so bad. And I'm honestly just telling y'all tonight, this is not relationships what y'all talking about. All these fake ass folks on the online, number fake. All these fake ass people online, come on now. These are the relationships y'all pattern y'all self after. But y'all don't want to listen to nobody been married or been in, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. We too old to be listening to it. No, it's not selling. I hear women say that. I ain't gonna settle. And then I ask them, say, how the hell are you settling having somebody in your life that will give you their very best at every turn, that will love you in spite of, not because of, and you have the audacity to look at that person and say, I don't want them because of X, Y, and Z. Y'all, we can't keep this pace up. I don't want this younger generation of men to lose out. See what these modern women are not getting, even up to today, what these modern women are not getting, y'all. They are not getting yet that they've blown it. Donald Trump has came into this world and totally obliterated every entitlement that was remotely a crutch to a single working mom. Whether or not she wants a man in her life or she felt arrogant enough to say she don't need no man. She might have said it then, but the devil is a lie tonight because she got that letter from the state saying they not paying that $400 a week for that daycare. And she don't know how she gonna come up with it. She don't know. She don't know how she gonna come up with it. She surely don't. But everybody wants to say, well, you know what? Until my queen, my wealthy queen or king come, I'm gonna stay single. I ain't gonna settle. And that's fine. But I don't think it's gonna turn out like what y'all think. I don't. Better stop letting people hinder your blessings. Because see, she ain't always gotta be no big girl. And he ain't always gotta be broke. That's what y'all forget. And I don't know who coined the phrase. I don't know. It really sounds like some of that. I guess the women are the red pill and the men are the blue pill. With all that settling. Let me tell y'all something that these people have never been in long-term marriages or relationships before in their entire lives that y'all are listening to. These people are not being forthright or honest with y'all about themselves. Y'all are listening to people on how to attain marriage, relationships from people that don't even have that. I don't understand. It's like a drunk man telling me I need to stop drinking. Tell yourself. It is not settling when somebody loves you enough to accept whatever proposal that you've offered them in your life, and they love you enough to fight for you and with you. They accept your proposal for who and what you are, darling. Even with them badass kids. Even with that big neck of yours. Baby, you a big back and he want to marry you. What is wrong with you? I don't say this to be funny, but somebody got to tell y'all the truth. My guy, your credit sucks. And there's no room for promotion or more money on your job. Your only way out to be better financially is to choose your helpmate wisely. That's your way out, but y'all don't need no help. See, I'm not talking to y'all then. If you that guy that all this weaving and bobbing and money going your way, that's fine. I'm not talking to you. But I'm talking to that good black man that understands the value of having a good helpmate and a family behind you that keeps you passionate and driven and honest and principled. Not keeping you in the bachelor thought frame of mind. See, we in the thought frame of mind. We choosing women according to how they look to us in our eyes. We don't give a damn if when we fall asleep, she gonna get clippers for our wallet. We don't care. Long as we can go on Facebook and say, that fine ass girl robbed me. We don't care. No, we don't care. Long as she fine, she can rob us. Long as she fine, she can cheat on us. Long as she fine, she can lie to us. Come on, y'all. Stop that. Stop that. And whoever coined that phrase, settling, is using that word out of context when it comes to marriage. Now, if y'all out here using settling pertaining to finding a girlfriend or old lady or something like that, but listen, marriage is a give and take even before you say the vows, meaning she's going to have to accept some things right from the door that she may not appreciate about that man. And that man is going to have to accept some things about his wife. So straight from the door is going to be mutual negotiation and cooperation. And vanity and looks ain't going to have nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. Now, I am not promoting any shape, form of any woman. I'm just one of those men that have always been honest with his supporters and said, OG have always preferred. They didn't call them plus size back then. In my day, they called them big boned. They called them chubby. They called them stout. My girl was stout. That was the word, stout. So I liked them stout. See, back then they were stout without the stomach. They could still stand up and you could still see the goodies. Now, they can lay on their back and you ain't gonna see nothing. You gotta look for everything. We are getting to be in a generation where women are getting too big for us. And y'all are actually talking to a true lover of stout women, voluptuous women. And I can honestly say, looking at today's woman, they are getting too big for us. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Marvin. I ain't talking about hot or cold. No, that's not what I mean about hot and cold. I'm saying choices. It's gonna come a point in in every man or woman's life where they're gonna have to reevaluate their choices in relationships and ask themselves, was this what I really wanted in a helpmate? That's not hot or cold, that's reality. And I know a lot of times in my videos, I say a lot of things that y'all don't hear. It's because a lot of times they ain't promoting the truth. They have gave y'all the wrong perception on what a good man needs. I ain't say a bachelor. I ain't talking about a macaroni or playboy. I am only talking about the good black men out here that's looking for a wife. Not the good black men that's okay with being single. That already got this thing worked out. I'm talking to the men that actually do want a helpmate. If you got a bunch of options, that's great. If you got all the choices, all the options when it comes to men and women, that's great. But all of us don't have those options. And all of us don't know how to go about this new thing. I'm telling women right now, for any women that come in here, don't worry about Victoria's Secret anymore. Don't worry about none of that stuff when that man get home. Go get you a regular one of his t-shirts with no bra and no panties on and bring that man dinner. Go get you a regular boo-boo gown with the snaps in the front. With nothing on it to wear everything shapes. And bring that man his soul or his bill. It does not take that much. But no, y'all want to pretend like y'all got to go spend $1,000 to $2,000 to go look good for y'all man. A lie. Y'all want us to spend all that money for y'all to go look good for other men. All y'all got to do is wash y'all face, put on a little lip gloss, put on a moo-moo with no panties, no bra, everything bouncing and shaking, walk around the house. That's all y'all got to do for a good man. Ain't no dressing up. Yeah, I see it and I stand on it. This whole blue pill, red pill generation done messed y'all head up. Yeah, I said it. They done deceived y'all. Look at the numbers. Where are the families at? Where are the marriages at that's being kept? Y'all taking all this advice from the blue and the red pill communities. And it's so bad that y'all don't even see y'all failing on y'all face. Listening to them. Telling y'all this woman is off limits and this one is. Bro, go to Hollywood. All of them marrying the same women. Got kids with the same women. That's what y'all want? Hell, they got one black woman in Hollywood. She got 4 or 5 different rapping cats, kids. Keep listening to them. You, your best friend, and your brother gonna have the same baby mama. The same baby mama. Listening to the blue pill. Listening to the red pill. Just for them to turn around here and try and sell you some kind of scammy type deal. Just don't appreciate y'all's support. Now they got to try and hoodwink and scam y'all. That makes me sick, y'all. I appreciate my supporters. I'm happy with y'all just watching and being entertained by me and just hitting the like button. All that on scamming and ain't no, like a supporter got money. Hell, if they had so much money, they would be at home like I'm at home on YouTube or somewhere. All of us having a hard time. Shit. I have actually seen women refuse a good man's intentions of relationships that could have led to marriage because her family and friends said he a broke N-word. You can't make this up. And I told her, just like I'm telling y'all, it's very few 24, 25-year-olds that have already made it. Normally, a black man don't even get comfortable till 40 plus years old. You got to at least put at the least 15, 20 straight consecutive years into whatever your grind is, hustle is, straight before you see any residual financial gain from it, even on a job. Why? Because your first years you paying for homes, cars, insurances, kids in school. The problem is y'all trying to live this life now when y'all supposed to be building. You're not supposed to get a break till you in your 40s. By the time I was 29, I had all 5 of my children by the grace of God. In my 30s, I worked like a dog. In my 40s, I got on that road of purchasing and paying for. By the time I was 53 years old, my health started failing. By 55, I was forced into retirement. I actually lost 7 years of work life, of a good salary, and I'm still okay because I did those 20, 25 straight years consecutively of hard work and hustle for me and my family. Y'all want it overnight. Y'all like some of these guys on YouTube, living in it. Whom the bell tolls. Y'all like that? I love it. Come on. Y'all trying to have everything now. Then you act like you don't understand why you fake. Because you run around here in the wrong car right now. Right now you living in the wrong apartment complex right now. Some of y'all are even working at the wrong job right now. Why? You're not happy there. You're not making the money you feel like you deserve. It's not your career choice. You're in this apartment or this condo. You can't afford to rent. You're struggling. You're in this car. It's eating up all your money. You can barely afford the insurance and the tag for the car. That's why you out of place. You got it too soon. You should have prepared for it. But this red pill, blue pill generation is telling y'all, y'all deserve all this stuff now, including this Instagram wife or husband with all these riches in this money, with y'all broke ass self. Now I said, with y'all broke ass self. It's always the broke ones that would be ashamed to truthfully tell what their monthly take-home income was. They would be embarrassed to say it publicly. And those are the ones out here talking about they deserve the best in the world and can't even afford the least. Can't even afford the least. Tell me I'm lying tonight. There's hope though, people. And I want y'all to listen to me before I let y'all go. There is hope. And y'all say, well, you know what, why do he pop out sometimes and he talk about and fuss about with his old ass, fuss about marriage and all that. He been married all these years and he this and he that. Because I want y'all to stop wasting away the black family. I do. In this very home that I sit in, I bought 30 years ago when my kids were little. Just about every house in this small community had children like mine. A lot of new residences here. Majority of the occupants of the homes in this neighborhood now are single parent homes. These are things that I see with my own eyes, people. With my own eyes. That we put all our energy and our time into these apps to determine what we deserve in relationships, and we don't even see that the advice that we've been taking is not working. Guys, the blue pill failed y'all. The red pill failed y'all. Whatever color the pill is, it failed y'all. The women, they still begging. They still hustling. They still lying. They still cheating in the clubs. That's what they do in the club. Ain't no way to change strippers. If you go to the strip club, you gotta pay to be entertained. If you're going to the club to meet women, you gotta spend money to be entertained. I know the blue pill have convinced y'all that y'all are so special, handsome, and successful that women are supposed to be falling all over y'all because y'all say so. But how is that working for y'all? How is it? We living in a time with STD rates in our community are at an all-time high. We have certain cases of syphilis that cannot be cured. Strains of STDs that there's no cure for in our communities. They are pushing the narrative that 3 out of black daughters of ours will or have tested positive for herpes of some sort. Mind y'all, they were saying this before sexual contact. They were saying if you didn't have this shot, it's a chance you could come out with a certain herpes complex. That's a different story. At the end of the day, sooner or later, y'all gonna have to mature into older, rational, mature adults. And I just need y'all to believe me tonight when I tell y'all, y'all are not gonna wanna face it alone. These situations of all these loss of entitlements, these women are not gonna wanna face this alone, y'all, but they're gonna have to. They're not gonna wanna face this alone. This is not good. You hear me? This is not good. So for those that think that it's men or women out here that are beneath you tonight, all I'm asking respectfully and humbly is that maybe you need to put some thought into that whole way of thinking. That's all. And ask yourself, the advice you've been taking in and the suggestions that you've been taking so far from whatever community or person it is it working? How is that working for you tonight? That's all I'm asking. How is that working for you tonight? I'll wait. And I'm going to tell y'all for the umpteenth time, whether you a black man or black woman, white man, white woman. When it comes to determining, I understand what the blue pill community have taught y'all. I'm familiar with what the red pill community have taught you women. But I'm telling y'all as an OG, with decades and decades of marriage under his belt, that you do not determine your helpmate by nothing other than what you feel like you need from this person in your life for now and in the future, and that you believe in your heart and in your soul that that person is willing to fight for and with you to help you achieve everything that you need. Y'all, that's all y'all need. She ain't got to be fine. He ain't got to be rich. You just need to know that every freaking day that this person is in your life, they got your back. That you come first, no matter what, no matter who. That's how you determine your needs in a relationship. Not this crap you hear from these relationship gurus. These silly ass people, man. These unmarried ass people, man. These 4, 5, 6 different relationships a year, man. This dude buying all the cat in South Beach, man. She talking about a man gotta have all this and she paying for the deed, man. Stop this. You're lying to yourself. That's all. You are lying to yourself. And it's not going to get any better. Not with relationships. I want y'all to abolish that word settling. Let's find a word for y'all to replace settling. Let me see. Instead of saying, I'm not going to settle. How about what we going to not consider? Let's change, because y'all been missing. Settle is the wrong word. We need to come up with a better word, like, I don't want to consider this type of woman is my helpmate right now in my life. Or this type of man right now in my life. Because, see, to say y'all settling is so demeaning and dehumanizing to somebody like you something before you done been told you something. You ain't even married or got no man or no woman, and you talking about you don't want to settle. Settle for what? Settle for what? Ain't nobody at you. I hear women say that. I ain't gonna settle. Settle for what? What men? How many men are in line asking you for anything? You can't even find a man to ask you for no cat. You a woman with a full cat between your legs, and you've been walking around all year, and not one man has asked you for no cat this year. Not one. Now, what's normal about that? You the one talking about you ain't gonna settle. Yeah, she said she ain't gonna settle, and ain't no man even thought about asking for nothing from her. Hold her closed up, y'all. She get her some good pipes, she might go in the coma. She don't forget what it's like to sleep with that, with the wake up with Morning Wood. She don't know what she talking about. She don't know what she want. Then I got my young counterparts out there because they can buy Instagram cat once or twice a month. They think they deserve to marry one. They can't even afford but twice a month. Listening to the wrong people. I'm telling y'all, it's about what y'all need, not what y'all want. Y'all ain't got to hear me. But I promise you it's not about what you need. I mean about what you want. It's about what you need. And women need good quality husbands. And men need good quality helpmates. And y'all not gonna get that off Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, none of that. Do y'all see any of them folks with money staying together? Do y'all see how many black folks with plenty of money getting together and ain't staying together? And y'all still got y'all ass out here talking about what a man got to earn? Y'all hit that like button. Let me know in the comments. Like I said, this is not to shade any shape, form of any man or any woman. This is not to mislead, but I'm just really tired of y'all falling for this blue, red pill bull crap. Walking around here asking a woman what she got to bring to the table. Really, Negro, she ain't got to bring nothing. Nothing. They ain't never brought nothing but themselves for us to interview, for us to look over, for us to talk to and see if she's worthy to go to the next step. What are y'all talking about? Y'all sound just as crazy as them damn women who say a man got to make $100,000 to take her ragged ass out. Y'all talk crazy, man. I don't care how y'all sound. And then when y'all get the OG, let me tell y'all something. My wife could walk in this door, which is, let's see what time it is. This here, Central Time is just say 10:45. She, God willing, an hour away from the house. She works out of town. She gets off at 11. She pulls up at about 1:45 when, according to God. But anyway, she can come in and sit right here next to me and tell y'all the exact same thing, that marriage is based on you choose that person according to your wants in your life, your needs, not your wants in your life. What you need, what you believe in for the future from this man or this woman, not what you want. You're not a fucking kid. Y'all sound childish. And I don't mean no disrespect, but for grown adults that's barely providing for themselves. Now, I'm asking you to be honest with yourself. If you're struggling, you're just struggling. I struggle financially sometimes, but I ain't got no help and no job. But let's be honest. If you know in your hearts of hearts that you struggling sometimes to get that outfit to go to the club, you better making ends meet. Why are you out here publicly talking about you ain't gonna settle? When you know good and darn well you are the one that need to be saying, I need my helpmate, or I need me a good husband. But now you got women nowadays walking up with 5 kids from 5 different dudes talking about, I'm looking for a provider, man. No, you ain't. Not over here, you ain't. Walking up with 5 kids, with 5 different baby daddies, talking about she looking for a provider, man. Too late. Too late. You played a dangerous game and you lost. I am an older man. I would never, ever, ever would want to be alone. But if I was dating in this generation, with all those kids, what could I do with that? That's not to say that she doesn't have value. That doesn't mean that she's not important. But it's nothing I could do with no woman with no 3, 4, 5 kids. If I were in these young men's, I'd have to be single. It's just nothing that I could do. It's just tough right now. Now they've taken away the housing authority, the housing assistance. They've hit daycare. It's like they can't afford y'all. The normal good man can't afford the problems y'all got. That's why y'all ain't got no man. He can't afford y'all problems. That's why y'all running around there hollering about y'all need a provider, man. You just want to hear the truth. Y'all do need a provider, but y'all might have to provide for y'all damn self. Because no good man wants to sign up, and y'all done did too much. Some of y'all, God help you, bless your heart, 6 and 7 kids, and ain't even 32 years old, Lord. With 5 or 6 different baby daddies. And they not ashamed. They proud to say that. They boastful about it. They really are, they boasting about it. And I know a lot of guys that have an expectation of OG coming in there bashing women. That OG does not bash anyone at all. OG just believes in the age-old institution of something that is lacking in our communities so bad that we need so bad right now. And we need to figure out a way to get it back. And that's family. Somebody's got to promote marriage and kids again. Somebody's got to promote family. Y'all, all my neighbors are single parent homes. Y'all, over 80% of my whole neighborhood is single parent homes. And I know men are in there because babies in there crying. Little babies. So I know it's penis in there skiing. I see the car seats. These little babies in there hollering. And we need one another. Find that man or woman that you need. And you get on their back like a tick. And you stick to them. And you love them like you want to be loved and pray to God that they don't push no buttons to make you regret it. But y'all are investing too much in these extracurricular activities. Y'all putting too much in shacking. I'm going to let y'all go and tell y'all about this guy just died in this car wreck. It's been all over Facebook. This guy was sort of like a, yeah, I ain't gonna insult. He was a rapper. I'm gonna say he wasn't a well-known rapper. He was a local, successful rapper here. Nice car, him and his homeboy driving. Anyway, long story short, they went off the highway by the grace of God and both of them perished. Speeding and carrying on, throwing out in a new car. He had an old lady he lived with, and they had 2 kids. I knew him, I don't know her, but I did see the picture on Facebook, and she looked like a very beautiful, attractive young woman. But what caught my eye was the deceased brother's sister comment they don't like her. The first thing out of the sister's mouth was, I don't know what she talking about. That bee ain't running nothing. That's why we barred her from the hospital, and she won't be coming to the wake of the funeral. Kids or not, the kids can come, but she can't come. You know what people told her in the comment? They can't do that. Yeah, they can. The immediate family that plans and pays for their funeral can invite or uninvite anybody that they want to from coming in their church or in their funeral home. Yes, they can have you escorted away from their funeral. Now you would say, now, yeah, that happens. It's happening. This girl is looking like she's not gonna be able to go to the funeral of a man she lived with and shared 2 kids with, because the sister and the mama ain't never liked her no way. And I can guarantee you right here tonight, she can't think of one good reason why they should not have gotten married to protect her in those children's rights. I'll wait. Yeah, can't y'all see how messed up that is? She cannot go to a funeral to a man that she shared her life with and lived with 2 kids. That hurts me just to think about that thought, y'all. It really does. That hurts me. Because if them people was living there like a family, that's really messed up, but people are that cool. And they rather hate somebody more than they love somebody. See, they should love the deceased more than hate the girlfriend, but they don't. Yeah, they hate for the girlfriend. It's truly stronger than they love for the brother. Yeah. You make it make sense. But see, these are the choices y'all making. Now, guys, it happens to y'all too. How many of y'all got girlfriends where her folks don't care about y'all? Y'all got kids with this woman. Think about that. I'm going to tell you again before I let y'all go. Bro, you better marry that big girl. The girl, you better marry that broke man. Because that girl ain't always got to be a big girl, and that man sure ain't always got to be broke. But you sure going to be alone if you don't make better choices in your relationship than what you make. Don't forget to hit that like button, respectfully comment, and subscribe. I'm your OG. Hit that like button. Y'all hit me up in the comments. If y'all do, y'all know I'm going to answer back. I answer all my comments regardless. I'm out.